The lug nuts on this vehicle is a 21 millimeter. Now I'm going to take the tire off and I'm going to rotate the wheels to the right so I can gain access to the back of the caliper. Now the caliper is 214 millimeters. These were metal to metal. There's no more brake pad left, but they still decided to drive it, so it's all pretty welded on there. So if you got this, hopefully you do this before it gets this bad, but you gotta just keep working with it. If so, break out the air hammer. There you go. Now we'll get that. Can't hang it up right now just because there's really not enough brake hose to hang it up with. We're gonna have to, there's a 12 millimeter bolt hidden back here and we'll get to that here in a second. Now the caliper bracket is a 17 millimeter. It's right there. This one's really easy to get to. We'll back this out. It won't go all the way. Now, the other one's hidden above the CV joint. See, I can't see it. I can only feel it. So it's in between this and that back there. That's your other one. Now, if you take off that 12 millimeter bolt back there holding on that brake hose and the ABS sensor, close to impossible to put back in. So what I'm going to attempt is switching from a 3/8, I'm sorry, from a 1/2 inch to a 3/8 17 millimeter and go in there. Okay, so by hanging the caliper on the tie rod, I was able to fit a 3/8 1/2 inch. I could not get to fit in there. So pull that off. Splash shields almost completely rotten, but anyways, that's kind of where that one's located. So now we're going to make sure you checked these are moving freely, which these are not. Okay, so now it's time to get those out of there. Man, they are in there. You got a vise, which I got to my left. Yeah, you could put this in the vise, and I always put like some channel locks, just hit them out with a hammer. I don't feel like oh, there we go, setting all that up. Alright, so this one, there's only one that has the rubber at the bottom. I'm going to make sure I mark that up so I know which side it goes on, just to remove the rust. So anyways, find yourself the closest drill bit into fitting inside these holes as I knock that everywhere. Anyways, you don't want to drill into the metal, you just want to scrape the walls. All that stuff's what you want out. Now once you get all the interior goop out, you're going to hit a lot of brake cleaner, get out everything you can, and you're going to, all this black and rusted build up, you're going to want to remove all that stuff. There we go. Those look really good. All right. Make sure there's no problems. I'm going to drill those out a little bit more and then get back with you. Now that we got them in, got everything out, just got to apply. You don't got to go crazy with this stuff. Wipe off all the excess. Alright, so I don't want to look, okay, so the smooth part goes here. That's how they should slide. That's beautiful. And do the same with this side. Yeah, that's how they should slide. Real nice. All right. Now we're gonna just grab the new rotor. Gotta throw a lug nut on here to that's just to help hold it in place. Make sure we'll hit this with brake cleaner before we put it all back together. Coming back here, we're going to get the bracket put back on. The easiest one is to start with this. Now, if you do end up taking these bolts completely out and you don't really remember how they go, the easy bottom one to get to actually has a washer. It's a different, they're two different bolts, same size, just they look completely different. So just in case you get them confused. Next, I'm gonna go back into the garage and I'm gonna go ahead and sand these down and get all that built up brake dust off. All right, now we got those all cleaned up. Just gonna apply just a little bit. How these brake caliper hardware is designed, it doesn't really give you a lot of room to work with, and on top of that, there's nothing really guarding the grease from hitting the rotor. So just make sure you put your squeaker in the back. Now this lady ignored hers, but whenever it starts to squeak, replace your brake pads. You don't have to replace the rotors. So that's where I'm gonna call this one. You guys can, got these all sliding really nice. You guys can figure out, press the piston in and load it back up.